Hello there. I am the art teacher at the Art Teacher Studio by Low Budget Presentations. Today I'm going to show you something here. This is a way to fold a little note that you can hide. I think a certain boy wizard may have been looking for clues for some magical thing, and this was in a locket, and I thought I can fold that. Some origami in movies. Alright, so anyway, with this particular one, I'm going to show you how you can fold a piece of paper so you can hide it in a very small place. So let me go and open this up, just like this, and then open this piece up. And the thing is, if you make a note and someone opens it up, they'll probably not be able to fold it back unless they know something about origami. So when you open this up, I'm not even sure what it's called. I just kind of thought of on my own. I'm sure someone else has already thought of it and maybe designed it. And then you can even open it like this. And you can see there's lots of shapes and lines. And then if you go a step further, open this up. Looks pretty intricate. And there you have a surface that you can write a note on. And it's a 6-inch paper. This is a 6-inch paper. And then, if you know how to put it back, it kind of folds by itself. It does make an interesting geometric shape piece here. But, in any case, you can just fold it right back and put it back in your locket or something else. Nice way to keep a note safe. So for this demonstration, I always like to tell about the elements of art and the principles of design. With this one, there are lots of lines, lots of shapes. Color is not the big deal, neither is value. Form is when it's a 3D shape, which this is. So in the process of unfolding it, you have a lot of form. And then there's texture and space, which is not really the big deal. So really, on this particular piece, you have lines, shapes, and form. And the principles of design, there is a certain balance to it, because however you turn it, one side is the same as the other. There's not much contrast. And the emphasis, not really, there's not an emphasis on one particular place. Movement, again, not so much movement, but there is a pattern and there is a rhythm to the lines and the structure of it, and not so much on the unity. So with the principles of design, I would say balance, pattern, and rhythm, because rhythm is repetition of shapes, lines, and forms. So pattern and rhythm are very close. So that's what we're dealing with. So for this demonstration, I've got a 12-inch sheet of paper here. 12-inch. It's going to get a lot smaller. I could zoom it out a little bit, but in any case, I got this paper, wrapping paper. It's filler paper. When you order something online and you get a box and you have this paper, it's all crumpled up. I cut it, I ironed it out, and then I cut it into 12-inch squares. So we're going to start with that. You need to fold this in half in all directions. So I call this a book fold, because when you fold it, it looks like a book. Just like that. Turn it, open it up, turn it once, or turn it to the other side, quarter turn, I guess. Fold it down here. Trying to make sure all your corners and lines are all lined up. Then when you open it up, you have this big plus. Now you're going to turn it where it's a diamond shape. And mine, when I cut this, it's a little bit off. You can see right there. But for this purpose, it's pretty forgiving if it's not exactly a square sheet of paper. Okay, so now I have an X and a plus, and now I'm going to fold the sides of the square to the center. I'm going to go top to bottom first. bottom to top. I like to see this as French door fold because it opens up like French doors. I don't know whether that's a real name, but that's what I like calling it. Or cupboard doors, cupboard door cabinets. Remember, you can stop and start when you're this video as you're doing it. So cabinet doors, cupboard doors, French door folds. Now with all this being done, you've had the X, the plus, then you have the sides going in, the bottom, the top coming in. So you have 16 squares. Now you turn this over, very important to turn it over, and this point will go to the center, and you're going to make a blintz fold where all the corners go to the center. Just like this. Pretty soon this is going to be a lot smaller. Okay. Now you open this up, turn it back over. Now with this square in the middle, I just take and refold that piece to the left, right, bottom, top. And then when I push these two together, it's going to make a preliminary base here and here. The left, top, left, right, top, right, and then the bottom. You just squash fold it down. And that is it. That's all you need to do. Except if you want to make it smaller, then you have to do this whole routine again. The other lines are already done, so I'm going to take this bottom fold, fold it to the center line, and do the same thing for this side. Open it up, do the other two. Just like that. Then, once you get that done, turn it over. Corners go to the center, blintz fold. There you go. And again, this is a kind of a forgiving model when it comes to folding. If you're a little bit off, it still works. Okay, turn it back over. Same thing. You have this line, this line, this line surrounding the square. And when you push them in, these little fins or wings, whatever you want to call them, they will fold flat, or you can squash them flat. Now at the very, very end, now I could do this one more time because it's kind of a big model, but for what we're doing to get the exact one like this, you only do it twice. Then watch this, you can squeeze it here and here, and then when you push these together, see how I did that? Once you do that, then you just fold it flat like so. And that is 12-inch. This is a 6-inch. So you can see the big difference there. So a 6-inch makes a quarter of what a 12-inch will make. And since it's really just for like hiding a note someplace small, but this is the same as this except a little bit bigger. Now when I open it up, you get this. There you go. You can probably hear a big truck coming by. A lot of construction down my street. Boom. And if you're pretty clever, you could probably make some sort of display out of this type of thing. But you can see, you can hide a really big note in a small space. Now this would also give you a kind of a neat pattern in which to color in if you are into that type of thing. So that is my secret note. So hopefully you'll have fun making it, and don't get yourself in trouble by hiding notes in school. There you go. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.